I truly believe that sales is a game changer no matter what your walk of life is. Okay. And I watch different people from different environments come into sales, and I watch how sales makes them fold. You know what I'm saying? I really think that sales will expose who you are. It will expose, your strengths, your weaknesses. It will expose your insecurities. Sales will expose your character. Sales will expose your drive. Sales will expose things that you try to hide, right? Things that you try to hide, you cannot hide in sales. No way, no shape, no form, no way, no how, okay? Let's talk about that real quick. Why do I say that? Why do I say sales will expose you and it will find every hidden weakness that you have? It will find every weak point that you have. Because in sales, there's no room for excuses. It either happens or it don't, right? You, in sales, you will be challenged with your character. There will be times where you could tell a fib and you can get the deal. If your character is strong, you're not going to tell the fib. If you got real character, you're not going to sit there and tell a fib just to make the deal, right? So your character is being tested every single day, every single deal, every conversation. And when sales exposes your character, it will now start to expose your weakness to identify like, yo, my character is messed up. I need to fix that. So sales will become it'll cause a domino effect, okay? That domino effect, look at it like this. You look at a student that is a straight A student, right? That straight A student gets a C. That straight A student is hurt. The character of that straight A student is to put their head down and get back to work so that they can get an A in that class, right? So it's showing that the character of the student does not like getting anything less than the A, and because they don't like getting anything less than the A, they will go and work their tail off to go and get that A back, right? In sales, same concept. If your character is a pretend character, when you get constructive criticism in sales, you will fold. You will look at it like it's an attack on you when it's not an attack on you, it's an attack on your skill set. And the attack on your skill set is only to make you better. It's not to expose your weakness for everybody to see. It's for somebody to acknowledge, okay, you know what? Yo, when it comes to this area of sales, I'm weak. When it comes to this area of sales, I struggle. Like, I don't know what to do. You're either going to fold like a card game, right? Like a bad hand in a card game, or you're going to push like never before. That's why I'm asking the question, is a GED more valuable in sales than a high school diploma? Right? Some people are going to be like, yo, high school diploma outweighs it all the time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, I get it. And believe me, there's no right or wrong answer here, okay? No right or wrong answer. When I'm asking you that question, does a GED have more value in sales over a high school diploma? I say yes. I say a GED in sales has way more value than a high school diploma. Let me tell you why. Why do I feel that way? I feel like that way because in sales, right, it exposes you daily. In sales, it challenges you daily. You have to decide on your own free will to get up every day and go and give it everything you have and leave everything you have on the table. Well, when it's time to be in school, you get up every day and you go to school because you're told to go to school. If you miss too many days, they send the truant officers. If you miss too many days, your parents get in trouble. If you miss too many days, you're going to get in real trouble, right? So you go to school just to go through the motion. So when you get that high school diploma, yo, congratulations, you stuck it out. But it wasn't on your own free will. When it's time to go get a GED, you decide you're tired of being where you are in your life. You decide you're tired of giving up on yourself. It's a you choice. You made the choice to get up, go study material that you haven't seen in so long. And when you finally get it, yo, do you know what that feels like? I'm getting goosebumps right now. Why? Because I didn't get a GED till I was 35 years old. I decided to go get a GED. I haven't been in school since 18. At 35, I decided to go get a GED. When I got that GED, what it told me is, yo, you can't take shit from me. You can't take shit from me. Whatever I put my mind to, I'm going to go get it. Ain't nobody tell me, Pierre, go get the GED. Nah. My son said, yo, Dad, you can't tell me to do my homework. because you ain't even finished school. You ain't even do your homework. You ain't graduate. You can't tell me to go graduate. I said, cool. No matter how much I wanted to take that boy's head off, I said, cool. I went and got the GED. Every time I'm faced with something after that, right? After that, every time I've been faced with something, I'm like, yo, put your head down, bro. Keep going. You got this. It's easy. Light work. I did it on my own free will. I got to see what me pushing me will get me. Not somebody else telling me, go do this, go get this education. Go. No, I became specialized. I got the GED. When I got the GED, I got into sales real heavy, and I got real focused, and I became real specialized in sales in itself. So when I'm saying, is the GED more valuable than the high school diploma? Yo, I gotta say yes. I have to. I watch people go walk the stage, get the diploma, and be lost, not know what to do. I watch people go get the GED and then get into sales, and I watch them fight and push like never before. You understand? I watched them fight and push like never before. So I'm asking you, you might have a GED, you might have a high school diploma, you might have a college degree. What are you doing with what are you doing with your high school diploma? What are you doing with your college degree? My GED is outperforming a lot of college degrees because of sales. Now you might say, you know what? I don't want to go and sell this product. This isn't what I want to go sell, right? I don't want to go sell that. I want to go sell me. And this is how I want you to look at this thing of sales. You are your number one product. You are your number one service. You are the thing that you are selling. Whether you're going into a job interview, whether you're going to talk to a new client, whether you're going to try to get a new client, whether you're trying to impress for that promotion, you are your number one product. This is why I say sales is important. So I want to jump into this right now, right? Because I believe that a lot of us have been lied to in life. Right? A lot of us have been lied to in life by our parents, our family, our close friends. Like, listen, man, and I'm not coming down on nobody. I ain't mad at nobody. People try to protect you just like your emotions try to protect you from you. People try to protect you from the things in the world that they've been afraid of or things that hurt them. Your emotions try to protect you from your insanity, right? From the things that you want. This is what happens. So you get into this place of chaos. I want you to shut off the damn noise, and I want you to understand, like, listen, you are the number one product. You are the number one service, okay? So all the lies that you've been told, I need you to identify how they hurt you. I need you to identify how many times did you give up on something because somebody told you, oh, man, don't do that, that don't work, or don't do that, it could cause this, but you ain't go find out for yourself. I tell everybody, I come from an era of show and tell. You got to show me. You got to show me. Telling ain't enough. You got to show me and you got to tell me, like, show me. Okay? So when I'm looking at it and I'm putting a high school dropout with a GED right here, and I'm putting this high school graduate that got their high school diploma, and I'm looking to see who got more drive. I'm looking to see who got more fight. Who can get knocked down and keep getting back up? Because that's what it takes in sales. And I noticed that those that have a high school diploma, those that have a college degree, they have a sense of entitlement. And I'm not saying all y'all. I'm not saying all of you. But there's a sense of entitlement that you have. Those that got a GED, it's like, yo, I was born to do this. I was born to not win every time I try something. I was born to get beat up. I was born to get knocked out. I was born to wake up and get back up, though. I was born to go and do the things that I'm doing. And a lot of you are relying on a sheet of paper that has no weight. I can take the sheet of paper and I can burn your high school diploma. I can burn your college degree. You might get hurt. You might be upset. I worked so hard for that. What are you doing with it? When I got my GED and they sent that transcript, came in the mail, I went to throw it away. And my wife was like, no, don't throw that away. What's wrong with you? I said, well, I don't care about that paper. I said, I did it. I did the work. Forget that paper. She said, no. Let me keep that. I got that. I'm like, okay. I could care less about the piece of paper. It was about me showing my son, bro, you'll never say that to me. I took the power away from him where he can never say that to me again. I took that power from him. I own that. But before, he owned it because he told me the truth. So I went and got it, outperformed. Then I went and wrote the book. Right? So let's jump into this, man. But I want you to know, man, everybody been lying to you. And their lies are not bad lies. Their lies are to try to keep you safe. They're trying to protect you from the world. I need you to go out and find out for yourself, man. Show and tell. Show and tell, okay? So let's jump into this, man. Today, we're talking about the lies that reps are told. Okay, reps are told several lies, but I want to be very clear that sales isn't hard. Your environment is hard, right? Sales is not hard. The environments that you're in are hard because you have a lot of temptation to go over here to this side and go hang out with this group of people that ain't really doing nothing, but it's fun. This group of people over here are going to challenge you. This group of people over here are looking to outperform you every day. This group over here don't want to hear no excuses. So this is challenging. The stuff you're used to over there, that's easy. They're going to laugh at my jokes. They're going to waste a lot of time. Going to talk about absolutely nothing, and we're going to get absolutely nothing. That sounds fun and easy. They're not challenging you. Over here, you're being challenged every single day. Every day you're being challenged. Every day you could do 5 things right, but that one thing you do wrong, somebody's going to look at you and be like, hey, listen, when you do that, do it like this. Hey, you did it that way. You should have did it like this. You're like, yo, I just did all these things right. Why you? Do you understand that your pay raise is hidden behind the things that you're doing wrong? When you start to do some of the things that you're doing wrong, when you start to do them right, it gives you a pay raise. Whether it's mental currency, emotional currency, physical currency, currency that your bank account can see, it gives you a form of currency. Okay? And there's some of us, right? There's some of us that when we are in chaos, it does us very, very well. Some of us operate in chaos very well. When we're in sales, the sales environment is chaos. That's why people with ADHD, that's why those that are high school dropouts, those that have been counted out, those that had to overcome adversity over and over and over again, do very well when we're in sales. Because it's chaos. And we execute at a different level when we're in chaos. Those that everything been peachy, right? Everything been peachy for them. They done glided through, no issues. When they run into chaos, they're in foreign territory. They're in foreign land. And do you understand that chaos is everywhere? Chaos comes before the calm. It's chaotic, and then here comes the calm. So if chaos comes before the calm, why would you not want to become okay with being in the chaos? Become comfortable with being in the chaos. When things are chaotic, I'm like, oh, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. Things are about to get better. Because in the chaos is the road to the storm, is the road to clarity. Chaos, then clarity. That clarity now becomes chaos again. You go through the chaos, you have more clarity, you go through more chaos, more clarity. But every time you're going through chaos, there's growth. That's why I love sales. Sales is the only thing, man. Do you understand? Listen, sales is the highest paid profession in the world. It's the highest paid profession. You control your income. You're not waiting for somebody to say, yo, you can have some overtime. You control your income, okay? So chaos will destroy some people's confidence, and some people operate very well in chaos. So if you're the person that operates very well in chaos, what you have to figure out is when things are calm, how do you put yourself in chaos again fast? If you're the person that don't operate well in chaos, how do you create processes and systems and discipline that keep the chaos away from you and allow you to grow? This is sales. Listen, I'm not trying to overcomplicate this. I don't know how. I told you, I got a GED at 35 years old. I never did a book report. I probably did, I don't know, maybe 10 homework assignments in my life that I done turned in. I did absolutely nothing. All I did was show up. I took my test, passed my test, but I wasn't doing the homework, right? It wasn't me. I wasn't doing it. So understand, chaos will either destroy your vision, your dream, or it will give you the push that you need. If chaos destroys your vision and dream, right, it don't get you there, what you have to understand, what you have to learn is how to identify the chaos before it comes, right? So you get the warning signs. You know, in some towns, man, some states, they have for the tornadoes, right? So before the tornado comes, it rings the alarm. When chaos starts to build up in your life and it's about to create a tornado, what are the signs? What are the things that you see, the things you hear, the things you can smell? Like, what is it? What is it so you know that the chaos is coming, so now you can take the action before the chaos comes? I need you to understand how important chaos is. It could be your friend or it can be your enemy. Your job is to identify which one it is. If chaos is your friend, you need to figure out how to stay in chaos. If chaos is your enemy, you need to figure out the warning signs before chaos hits so that you can take the measurements, take the steps to eliminate the chaos before it really turns into that tornado, okay? Number two, poor onboarding creates insecurity. So some of us, right, watch this. When you get into sales, some companies, the onboarding might be smooth. And you're the type of person that needs a smooth onboarding. You need that step by step by step by step for the onboarding. I get it, right? And then some of you are what they call it, the DIY, do it yourself, right? The DIY, do it yourself. Some of us are do it yourself. So if you want me to go through an onboarding process and step by step, and I got to listen to you and you're just telling me, for me, it's useless. I'm a DIY. I got to do it myself. I got to do it, trial and error. Okay, boom. Oh, listen. Oh, you said this? Yep. Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. I got to do it myself. I can't just read the instructions and get it. So what I'm really saying to you right now is know how you learn. Okay? Know how you learn. Some of you need a step-by-step onboarding process. Some of you is just like, yo, just give me the outline and let me just go learn. Know how you learn. When you know how you learn in sales, you will thrive at a higher pace and much faster. Okay? You want to make 100 grand in the next 12 months in sales? Learn how you learn. I say to people all the time, I'll be like, yo, how do you learn? How do you actually learn? And when people say to me, I never thought about it. I never thought about how I learn. I'm like, what do you mean you never thought about it? Do you know how important it is in sales and life, period, to know how you learn? If you don't know how you learn, how do you know what teacher you need? If you don't know how you learn, how do you know what mentor you need? If you don't know how you learn, how do you know what you need to be studying and how you need to be studying it? We all learn different. You give me a book and a highlighter, I'm going to highlight the whole book. The whole book's going to be highlighted. I promise you. I don't know why I highlighted it. I'm like, oh, that goes with that. Yep, that's right. And then I'll be watching some people. And I'll be like, yo, you got that line right there, that little couple words highlighted. And then down here, you highlighted that. And then over here, you got this whole piece right there. Like, why? And they'll break it down to me. And my mind is like, that sounds nuts. That don't make sense to me. Right? So we all learn different. Learn how you learn. When I'm reading a book, and I highlight something, I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to say, okay, why did I highlight that? What did I get out of that? And once I figure that out, how could I use that in my current life, in my current day-to-day life? So I'm highlighting, I'm taking a note on the highlight. How could I use it? When could I use it, right? Like, we all learn different, so I want you guys to figure out how you learn. If you do not figure out how you learn, you will create insecurities in yourself. And it's going to make things a whole lot harder, okay? Number 3, no mentorship, no coach equals slow growth. If you have no mentors, no coach, you will have slow growth. When I first got with one of my mentors, right, one of my coaches, mentors are free, coaches you pay for. Let's be very clear. Mentoring is free. Mentoring is another way of saying free. Coach is a way of saying paid. You know what I mean? It's not free. Investment. Mentor, free. Coach, investment. All right? Let's be clear. When I first got my first real coach, not being in the hood and just having the big homie sunning you, right? Well, it's not really sunning you. It's educating you, right? But they call it sunning, but whatever. But when I first got my first real coach, it was $2,000 a month. And anytime someone asks me, like, yo, they're your coach. I'm like, yeah. They're like, well, how much that cost you? It don't cost me nothing. I'm investing. But it's $2,000 a month. They're like, $2,000 a month? I'm like, yeah, $2,000 a month. They're like, that's crazy. There's nothing worth $2,000 a month. I'm like, what? What do you mean? So then we started going over it, right? And we start looking at college. Because $2,000 a month is what? $24,000 a year. You're paying more than that for college. From a professor, that never been in the trenches and did what they're telling you to do, what they're supposed to teach you what to do. I'm giving $2,000 a month to the person who's in my lane, way ahead of me, achieved way more, has real life knowledge, real life skills in this space. And you're telling me you feel better giving $50,000 a year to go learn from some people who never done what it is they're telling you about, what it is you want to do. They just read books. Well, I can go read the books and get that study too. I tell you all the time, I went to Hood University. I grew up in the inner city, like in the streets heavy, right? Do you understand that I know that I'm a step ahead of most? Because everything they went to school to study, I can get online and get all of that course, all of that curriculum, and I can study it on top of what I learned in Hood University. So if I learned all of this in Hood University that you can never go back and get, but I can go get the information you have, who got the upper hand? The question is, am I willing to put in the work to go and learn it so that I can bring it back and put it with everything I learned in Hood University and go out and do what I need to do? Okay? So no mentorship, no coaching is a slow growth. You got to stop saying you want something, but you're not willing to invest in you. You got to stop saying you want something, but you give the TV, the phone, the internet, your friends, your family more time than you give yourself on your own development. Listen, man, I'm not here to motivate you. I'm just saying to you how sales changed my life. You have to make decisions. You got a GED yourself, but you're not maximizing it. You letting people, oh, you only got a GED? You ain't even finished school. Okay, you finished school, but we in the same place. You finished high school, I didn't get a GED, but we're hanging together. We make the same money. And you think you better because you got the little diploma? I got a GED. Ain't nobody tell me to go get that. I woke up on my own and I went to go fight to go get it. I was the oldest dude in my GED class. Like, I looked around, I'm 35. I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, ain't nobody in here like my age. You understand? It has value. Stop letting anybody tell you anything different, okay? I need you to go find yourself a mentor today. If you don't have money to invest in yourself, and listen, you might not need the coach for $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month. You might be okay with the coach for a little $100 a month. But that $100 a month, $1,200 a year, you would have went and wasted it, but you gave it to somebody, even if you say, watch this. Let me give y'all a cheat code. Can I give y'all a cheat code real quick? Put a 1 in the chat, man, if I can give y'all a cheat code real quick. I need to know. I'm over here like zoning out. Like real talk, I forgot I was even live. Like real talk, right? Put a 1 in the chat, man, if I can give you a cheat code real quick. Can I show you? I want to show you how to spend $100 every day or even once a month. I want to show you how to spend $100 once a month, right? Let's call it $200. $200 once a month. To get your life moving forward, okay? $200 once a month. This is what I want you to do. Yo, this is the cheat code. This is the cheat code. You ain't got to go spend 2 racks, right? If you ain't got it, I need you to start investing in yourself right now, though, right? Make that commitment. Starting tomorrow, you will start investing in yourself, right? For the month of March. March is almost here. So for the month of March, you will start investing in yourself every single month, at least $200. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to identify exactly what it is you want out of sales, right? And listen, man, you can use this if you're not in sales, but I'm talking to my people in sales because I watch people struggle in sales and there's no need to, okay? What I want you guys to do is if you find yourself right now with a struggle, whatever that struggle is, I want you to identify somebody that can help you, right? I don't want you to call them up and say that foolishness, hey, can I pick your brain? Stop calling people to pick their brain. It sounds painful. It sounds like you're a miser. It sounds like you're not ready to invest in yourself. It sounds like you're just full of BS. It sounds like you're just the person that gets on YouTube, look for all the free information, right? Stop saying, can I pick your brain? And I want you to start saying like, hey, is it possible to take you out to lunch this month and have a conversation with you? Why? Everybody got to eat. Everybody is going to go eat. They're going to go eat with other people, talk about absolutely nothing, and they're going to pay their own bill. They're going to go sit down by themselves and relax and pay their own bill. Why would you not want to look at someone and be like, hey, is it all right if I take you out to lunch this week or take you out to a dinner this week just to have a conversation? I would love to talk with you. They're going to be like, yes. And the reason I'm saying $200 a month, don't go to like the little, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the Texas Roadhouse. There's nothing wrong with the Chili's. There's nothing wrong with them spots. But I want you to go and sit down and have a nice dinner. So if the bill, right, you go sit down and have lunch, it's a $200 lunch. You're going to have a decent meal. You're going to have the environment is going to be better. You're going to have a decent conversation. So the person that you're talking to is in their comfort zone. Or maybe they usually don't go out to spots like that because they don't want to invest. They don't want to spend. For them, it's a spend. It's not an investment. But when you say, hey, I wanted to know if I could take you over to Steak 44. Hey, I wanted to know if I could take you over to Hemingway's this month sometime so we can grab some lunch. And you just name the restaurant, right? Name the restaurant. Say, hey, I was wondering if I could take you over to Steak 44 sometime this month for lunch just so we could sit down and talk. You're going to have people like, oh, yeah, absolutely, man, let's do it. And they're going to put it on the calendar. Why? Because everybody eats. Do you know there was a time, man, when people would call me and say, yo, can I pick your brain? If we're in the same city, I'm like, listen, hey, we can go over here for lunch. You know what I'm saying? We can go over here for lunch on you, and we can have the conversation, man. And the time that we're there, whatever questions you got, just ask. And do you know, man, it was probably like a month straight. Month straight, I ain't paid for no lunch. All I had to do was talk about what I already do. Phenomenal. Right? So listen, I need you guys to start investing in yourself, right? So no mentor, no coach, that equals slow growth. So if you don't have a mentor, you don't have a coach, just know you're in slow growth. If you don't have a mentor, you don't have a coach, you can't be my friend. Why? Because when I go talk to you, you get me, you get all my mentors, you get all my coaches in that conversation. It adds more value to what it is that I do. So if I'm coming and I'm bringing me, which is already valuable, right? I don't care what nobody says. My value is boom, right? Then you're getting the value of my mentors. Then you're getting the value of my coaches. But you're coming to sit at the table and you have no coach, no mentors. What value? You just bringing you? Where you get the information from? Just you, that's it. I'm out. Okay? So I need you to understand that. Let's go to this last one. Confusion gets mislabeled continuously. Confusion gets mislabeled. When you're confused and don't know what you need help in, it gets mislabeled. You misdiagnose your real problem because you have too much confusion. You have too many things on your mind. All I think about all day long is how do I become a better server? Not how do I become a better salesperson, but how do I become a better server? Because what I know is most people do not get served. Most people do not get catered to. So if I become a better server, if I cater to people and I'm looking at people like, yo, I'm your personal concierge, like I really am, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to pamper you. I'm going to spoil you on the way to the sale. I have no confusion. I have no confusion. When things start to feel like it's getting confusing or things start to feel like they're getting out of whack, yo, I pause, slow down. What's that movie? I forgot the movie. I forgot what it is, but they like hold, Braveheart, hold. Sometimes you be ready to go, but it's time to hold, sit still. When you learn to hold and sit still, things start to move like they're in the Matrix. This is why when I'm in chaos, I operate at a higher level. When there's no chaos, I feel lost. Because I want to go. So when there's no chaos, I got to remember, hold, find it, then release. See what I mean? I hope you get it, man. I hope that was beneficial to you, man. I hope you picked up something, right? I hope you did. If you didn't, I don't know what to tell you, man. Inbox me, right? Inbox me, ask the question. I'll be happy to answer it for you. But listen, right now, I want y'all to make that commitment to yourself that you will invest $200 a month for the rest of this year, even if, into yourself, right? Even if all you're doing is taking somebody to lunch that has information in their head that you need in yours. Don't ask to pick their brain. Don't ask for it for free. Offer them to take them to lunch to a nice place that you can sit down. And I'm telling you, what's going to happen is every time you go and sit down with them and you have lunch and you take that bill, every time, right? Every time you take it, it's a tax write-off too, but right? Every time you take that bill, they're going to look at you. And when you come back the next time for that next lunch, right? And you have questions, they're going to start to see that your questions are getting better. They're going to start to see like, yo, you're really determined. You really want this. And then one day they're going to pull their card out and be like, listen, man, don't worry about it. I got this one. When they do that, that's when you know they now have a little more belief in you, because they see you're not just taking them to lunch to waste their time. Every time you come to lunch, you're winning. You're coming back with a new win. You're coming back with new questions that are better than the questions you had before. You're going to notice your sales starts to elevate. These individuals are going to say to you, yo, oh my goodness, like, man, I'm proud of you. Like, you're really growing. Hey, I got someone I want to introduce you to. That $200, $2,400 a year that you invest into yourself, I promise you, will come back 10x, 50x. If you're sitting there and you're in your sales environment, I want you to take the top salesperson and be like, hey, listen, is it all right, man, if we go grab some lunch over here? And listen, I want you to talk about the best restaurant in your city, somewhere where maybe they don't go. Maybe they do go, but they don't want to pay the bill, so they don't go all the time. I want you to say to them like, hey, listen, man, can we go? You want to go? Can I take you over here, grab some lunch? I just want to talk to you for a little bit. They're going to say yes. That person is now, they might not give you everything you think you need in that first one. That second one is going to get better. The third one is going to get better. And every month after that, it's going to get better and better and better. And they're going to start to give you the information that they have in their head that you need in your head. And then the next thing that's going to happen is, if you really use it on top of what you already know, you will start to scale past them. And that person is either going to get away from you, or that person is going to congratulate you, and you're going to give them that drive that they once had to get to where they currently are. And now you both are growing together, right? That's how it works. So stop being cheap. Stop being cheap. Starting this month in March, you will take $200, right? $200 a month. It's only $2,400 a year, $200 a month. Right now, you go to Starbucks every day. $10 a day at Starbucks is $300 a month. So if you spend $10 a day at Starbucks, listen, stop the Starbucks. Use that $300 instead of taking one person, take two people. Do $150 with one, $150 with the other, 200 with one, 100 with the other. Stop giving Starbucks $300 a month if you're not investing that into your own growth and development. Okay? You want to win at sales? You want to hit 100,000 in the next 12 months? Listen, this is the thing to do. Yo, you know what I think? I think I'm going to start I think I'm going to start a community. I think I'm going to start a community where you do $100 a month, $100 a month, and we're going to have conversations like this where you can ask questions. I think I might do that, right? We're not going to lunch. We're not going to lunch. But I think that would be like so phenomenal, right? Why? Because I have clients that are over here. But then there's people that's over here that want to get over here and they want that information, but they don't know how to bridge that gap. They don't know how to bridge that gap. So what if I said to you, listen, you give me $100 every month, and every month I'm going to give you 900. You give me 100, I'm going to give you 1,000. That's fire. Right? You think about that, man. People be so afraid to invest in themselves. If you had the opportunity to invest in a penny stock, $100 a month, it added $1,000 a month to your income. So every call that you're on, every time you're getting some information, is something that adds $1,000 to your check, $500 to your check, $2,000. Listen, you own the information at that point. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to put it together. And March 1st, I'm going to release it. $100 a month. And these are the conversations that we're going to have. These are the conversations that we're going to have. There's no need anymore for anybody to be in sales and make less than $100,000 a year. Okay. If you're making less than 100, if you make over 100,000 and you're like, hey, I need more. Okay, cool. Learning a little piece will take you from 100 to 105 to 110 to 120. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to launch it. I'm going to put it together March 1st. I'm going to put it together for March 1st, $100 a month. We're going to rock out just like this. We're going to rock out just like this, right? Yo, I love it. I hope y'all are listening, man, and not just listening to hoard the information, but I hope that y'all are listening to go ahead and execute the information. All right? Way different. Do not be an information hoarder. Go and be an information executor, okay? I will see y'all. Inbox me, man. Those of y'all, obviously those of y'all that are on the call right now, no worries. Just I already know who you are. Those that are on, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whichever one. Listen, YouTube, whichever one, man. Inbox me, and let's get to work. Let's get to work, man. It almost sounds so like the more I think about it, like, yo, $100 a month, we're gonna jump on a call. Like, you got it, like, huh? Right? But I promise you, you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere, right? And right now, all you have is a dream, you have an idea, you have a vision, but you're not able to get there. There's something standing in your way. It's not that you don't want to make $100,000 a year, right? You're not making it because you're missing information. If in 1 month you can get the information that is holding you back from advancing your paycheck, why would you keep going to Starbucks and not investing in yourself? Right? Think about that. Why would you keep going to Starbucks and not invest in yourself? Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. So I'm going to put it together. I'm going to put it together tonight, man. Tonight, and March 1st, we are going to launch it, right? We are going to launch it March 1st. Listen, man, y'all got a good one. I got some things I got to do today, and I am behind schedule. But I wanted to make sure that I jumped on here. I shared with you guys, and I gave you something that you can actually go and use today so that you can get started, okay? The only thing between you and that $100,000 a year income is you. That's it. Nothing else, all right? I will see y'all. I appreciate y'all. And again, I don't know you, but I love you, all right? Let's go get it.